Hello, everybody. Happy Friday night. Beginning of the weekend. Everybody's home from work in your PJs, I hope. It's almost 9 o'clock at night. Let me make sure my sound is all the way up. There. There we go. Yeah, I've been trying to make this video, but I've been tired. I keep falling asleep. And then I woke up just now. And I thought, oh my gosh, what time is it? And it's late. I mean, it's almost 9 o'clock. I was just tired. So I'm not well organized, but I want you to look behind me. The Christmas tree. My friend Wendy sent me that Christmas tree. And she sent me flamingos. And the flamingos are hanging on the tree. You can see there's one there, and then there's one on the top. There's one hanging there. And then I had a string of this red garland, and I kind of, see, there it goes. There goes the lights. Woohoo! It's ran by batteries, so you push this little button, and it goes through about 10 different lights, or 9 lights. The 10th one turns it off. But it goes through different little flashing lights, and well, you just saw twinkling. There it goes. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. So that she sent that to have for the Boggy auction weekend, which is December the 5th and the 6th. And I've been getting stuff in, which is wonderful. So we're going to hope for the best, and I got other boxes that looks like they're coming in, and hopefully. It will continue going. We got a couple more weeks before December 5th gets here. I can't believe how time is going by so fast. So we've been getting lots of tumbleweeds in. Tumbleweeds are little necklaces that the kids wear around their neck at the Boggy Creek camp. And it's to show a sign of kindness, that when someone does a sign of kindness, they take a piece of the yarn and tie it to their necklace. So, yeah. So today I got, I believe she said in her email, 230 tumbleweeds. And I've gotten other tumbleweeds, but I got quite a little mess here. And, oh dear. So this is the bag that Donna sent. It's 230 tumbleweeds. So that goes right into the big garbage bag that I have. This will be number 4. And then I have, oh, come here. What a mess. Ugh. Wow. And I got, oh my, they just fell out. I told you I was a mess. These came from Annette Wilson. And she's from Oklahoma. And I haven't, let's see if she counted them. They're 10. 10? Thank you, Annette. Annette sent these, and there are 10 in there. So that'll go. These, the ones that she sent. So that'll go. And then I have some more, but I think I might have already, I don't know, I didn't leave anything. I usually keep a note in it. But at this point, I'll take them when I can get them. And then this bag I got, let me see. Is this something? Oh, this is from Annette. Okay, so this was Annette's. So I don't know, who these, I did get some anonymous, this might be anonymous because it said it was from a non-smoking household. So that'll go into that big bag also. So I'll put these over here. so those, let's see, do I have any more I haven't shown? Nope, that's it. That's it. Okay. So, as I roll up, anything there I need to talk about? Nope. So let me show you what I've been working on. I started, oh no, that's my report. I hope I brought it in. I didn't. Tagged on it. It's called the Toasty anyway, let me show you what it is. Let me get this right. This is, you do it cuff to cuff to cuff. So this is the cuff here. Let's see, that's the, I don't know which is the right side and which is the wrong side. But anyway, this is the cuff, this is the sleeve. And now I'm working on, oops, this is the front and the back. So it's cuffed at the bottom. So it's done in this, you see that pretty stitch? And this is like back loop, front loop, back loop, front loop. And then the next row, where you did a back loop, you do a front loop. So it's quite yellow, isn't it? So yes, I got the sleeve done and that part. So I have my this pretty yellow, which is just this crafting secret big idea, something like that. And then I have my trusty counter, which I recommend for anyone. That's my trusted counter. So I don't have to count rows, so I just punch them in. Except one looks like it came out. There, that 15 should be in. So I have, on row 19, I have to go to 24. So I'm just shy before I start working the whatever that stitch is. I can't think of it right now. Boy, my dumb. Anyway, so that's what I've been working on my sweater. And projects. I got a ton of orders, projects, orders that I've been trying to get to. And then I got this beautiful, some fabric from Tammy from Pennsylvania, and she sent me this fruit. It's about 2 yards, she said. So it's got soup. This would be great for the man, I can't talk, for the bowl cozies. And she said this fabric, and then this leaves. Ooh, and I love this too. It has spiced tea on it. Isn't that pretty? And then some of the honeycomb. It's about 2 yards, she said. So I got that. And then, some stuff I'm probably not going to show you, because if I got it in, I might have already started using it. So I got, Dory sent me the cotton. She was selling a lot of her yarn and stuff. So I had bought a lot of cotton, and I put in a big tote today, and I've been using it to make my yo-yos for the bedspread. And it's all done in cotton. So I got that organized today, and she sent me some handles for my bags, which I just love. And then, let's see what, my friend Wendy, who sent me the tree, let's see if I can slide that down, sent me the tree with the flamingos. She also sent me some, brackets for the little coin purses, which I haven't made a lot of. Then she sent me some brackets for my bags, you know, to use for the straps and stuff. So she sent me some of that. And she sent me, I'll just show you one. She sent me these bag straps. See? Already has the, but aren't they pretty? Aren't they cool? So I got about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And I got, she sent me this, so I can use this. I'm sure that you can put this on a bag and then clip it and use it as a handle kind of thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, so she sent me that. And then she sent me this beautiful fabric. It's all Christmas. I have no Christmas fabric. But look, I got Santa Claus. Let's see, Santa Claus. Let me show you. There's Santa Claus. Does that look right? No, it's a snowman with a hat on. That's what it is. And then here's the Santa Claus. I was looking I love this. Isn't that pretty? I love it. So she sent me this fabric, and oh, thank you so much. I just got lots and lots of fabric. So I got that. And this stuff here. Let's see. Oh, and on my own, I ordered the scary cats in the movies because someone had requested a bag plus some bow cozies that I've got already cut and ready to go, and it worked out perfect. I ordered 2 yarns. I got it yesterday, and I cut everything, and I just made it. I might have a little bit, tiny little strip left, and that's it. It was wonderful. But in my search for the scary cats, I ran across a fabric that I have loved. And I just have gotten such a big kick out of this. But this is the fruit, I call it the Fruity Ladies. You see the ladies? There's the banana. There's the banana and the pineapple and the, wait a minute, cherry and the pear. And then her little boobies are coconuts. Pear. Look at that. Isn't that funny? Isn't that cute? They're at the beach. And then I found the Fruity Ladies at the beach, and that is coming in. So I just thought I'd nab it up because they only had a few left in that. So I just thought that is so cute. I think it's adorable. Adorable. So anyway, so I got a few yards of that, or 1 yard. It wasn't very much there. She didn't have much, so I got what I could. So I got that. I finished my elephant picture. I'll show you that. I will show you that. This is my elephant. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah. It was kind of tedious. Right in here is a lot of little stuff. But then I got my next one to do, and wait till you see that one. That is very tedious. Would you look at all, these are all so small. I have to use my magnifying glass, but I've already started it. But yeah, it is small. I can't read the numbers, and sometimes I don't even know what the numbers are. I mean, I have to put it flat, and then use my magnifying glass to look at it. So that's hysterical. So let's see, we got that done. Just looking around to see what, and then I've been making, over here, I've been making room. You see the stuff I made here, so I'm making room over here to put the the auction items on that are coming in. And so, and I've got some auction items that are cut and ready to be made. Let's see, what else have I, what else? Yeah. So, I also decided, and I have to tell the girls, the three B's, I've decided to take that, the ghost blanket that Annette made and gifted to us. I'm going to put that in the auction. And I just think there might be some grandma that might like to get that ghost blanket for one of her grandchildren or something. So I'm going to put that on the auction. I've got it out, and these items right here are shawls, baby clothes, blankets and stuff. I got my spreadsheet done last night, so all I have to do is start logging all this stuff in. I'm trying to get ahead of the game because I've noticed there's a lot of boxes that are going to be delivered next week. So we got to do that. It's been interesting. I made a trip to Sarasota on Wednesday. Let's see, Wednesday I think it was. Yeah, I had a my first not my first appointment with the cardiologist, but meeting the cardiologist. I had with her physician assistant or whatever, and then I had to see the cardiologist. And we went over my echo and everything else that's going on with me and so on and so forth. So, and she was very sweet. She gave me the report, which I had already seen in my portal. And then she wrote some little things on the back. And she said, let's go to the last page, and it has impressions. So she went and, she had on her little tablet or computer, she was showing me my last echo, which was in 23. So less than 2 years ago. And we went over, and she said, the function is normal on the left ventricle diastolic function or whatever is 60 to 65, which last time it was 65. So that's staying the same. And then she said that the valve, the aorta valve, the aorta valve is SCIEROSIS. Mitral valve is regurgitation. The tricuspid valve is regurgitating. But she said, we're not worried about those valves because that's just coming with age. That's part of the aging process. I'm telling you all this because you all need to know you need to keep a check. When you get older, you need to get these things done. And I have AFib. So I think that first thing that I read to you had something to do with the AFib stuff. So I have the left atrium is borderline enlarged. That's not good, but that's, we're not worried about it. Hypertension pressure is at 33, and that's where it was before. That's okay, I think. And then then we went to item number 2. She said, this is the one that we're concerned about. I said, okay. because I had read this and I thought, well, what is this? Now I'm just letting you all know about, what's happening. That way you won't be surprised if something happens or whatever. The left ventricle diastolic function is consistent with grade 3 diastolic dysfunction, which means there's 4 grades. She said if I was in grade 4, that she would probably tell me within the next 2 years I would either have a stroke or heart attack or I die if it was a grade 4. But here I'm a grade 3. So what we're going, and that means that that particular ventricle of the heart is hardened. It's hardened. So it's not working to its full potential, I guess. I guess that's how I could say it. I'm not sure. If you're a nurse, you probably know more about this than I do. But anyway, I'm a stage 3. So I'm 1 stage away from 4. And I could be really close to 4, or it could be at the beginning of 3. That they can't determine. But so they put me on a different diuretic because I am congested heart failure. I am not active heart failure, but I do have congested heart failure, but not active. So I have to watch my my fluid. I have to watch my swelling in my legs and feet and all that. So then she gave me what they call a dry weight. So it's within 3 pounds. You take my weight and say it's 100. And when I went to bed, it was 100. But when I woke up the next morning, it was 105. Meaning that I gained 5 pounds of fluid overnight. And I have to take a different kind of diuretic on top of this new diuretic. So what they're trying to do is just to keep fluid from getting around my heart, which is clear right now. My lungs are clear, and I have a little bit of swelling in my left leg, but we're doing I've had this pain in my left groin for about 2 months now, and they're doing a sonogram on Wednesday. So we'll find out what is causing that. And I notice that the more active I am, the worse the pain is. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but I'm just saying. Just saying. So, and besides the new diuretic, I'm taking a new heart medication. And that is supposed to, that's on a different sheet. But anyway, that's supposed to help with the function of the heart. So, of that area or whatever. So I'm waiting now from the pharmacist. They had to get the generic, and they haven't gotten it in yet. So I've been waiting for that. So the prognosis is that with this medication and stuff, hopefully that will slow down the progress of going into a stage 4. So yes, I'm I'm 80 years old, and I do have heart disease, and something I have to play around with and do the best I can. And I try to take care of myself. And then after we get this under control, then she and Dr. Nair will talk about the weight. And the first thing she asked me when she walked in the room is, she said, how long have you been short of breath? I looked at her. I said, huh? I said, oh, last year or so. Like 2 years, I would say. And she said, well, that's because of your heart. And I said, well, I thought it was maybe because of my lungs. She says, no. And she showed me the report from the pulmonologist. It's not, doesn't have anything to do with my lungs. It's that part of my heart is what's causing my shortness of breath. So there's not much I can do about that. That's going to continue, I guess. But it sure did, because I asked her I asked her flat out. I said, now, am I in congested heart failure? She said, yes, you are. And I said, I just been, people have been talking around it, the doctors and stuff. I said, I just wanted a straight answer, and I wanted to understand what the congested heart failure means. And now I know. I felt so much better. I really did. I felt like something had been lifted off my shoulders. Just to get that kind of information, somebody to explain to me in layman terms, which she did in this report, this echo, and in my other reports that tests that I've had done. And boy, I felt so much better to know what was going on, so that, and let's be honest, so that I can plan the rest of, say I have 2 to 3 years to live. I want to plan what I'm going to do for the next 2 to 3 years. If there's something missing, I want to grab it now. You know what I mean? So I thought that was, I just felt so much better just knowing what in the heck was going on. And, the shortness of breath and the AFib, which, I had a couple episodes with the AFib. That will happen. She said that will continue to happen. And that's when my heart rate goes up. It went up to 115. My blood pressure was in the high 190s, over 180 or something like that. 170 or something like that. And I had it all on my little cup. It's one of those blood pressure things that keep it as a memory. So I had all that to show her. Plus I wrote it down, and she kept that for the records. So she's going to see me in a couple months and see how I'm doing. She definitely thinks that hopefully this new medication will bring my blood pressure down. It is running a little bit too high, which is causing a stress on my heart. So we're going to try to bring that down, and that new medication that she has subscribed for me should help bring that down, and also could help me lose a little weight. So I don't know if it's a miracle drug or what, but it has something to do with the heart and all that crap. So so that's where I stand. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I got lots of orders to do. We've got to get your donations in, or you can send me an email if you would like to come on live with me to show your items. That would be wonderful too. I do have a couple that are doing that so far, or 3 or 4, maybe 5. I don't know. I'm keeping I'm still a paper person. I'm sorry. I'm still a paper person. And when I get orders, I print out your emails so that I can keep that with, it's like a picking slip almost. So I keep that with the material that I have, ready to sew. I keep your order with it. And I also, like with the donations, I've got, in my phone I have, auction items. And then if you're going to come on with me, I'm printing that email out so that I can make that list of what you're donating and so on and so forth. So that's the way we do it. So please just send me an email and let me know what you like to do, or if you're sending a donation or whatever. So tonight, that's what I was going to do, is work some more on that. because I don't like to sew when it gets dark. Not that it gets dark. I'd love to sew, but my neighbor bed is right up against this wall. I know I'm whispering, right? But anyway, I don't want to disturb her. You know, if I was sleeping in this room and I had to listen to somebody sewing next door, I know that she can hear it. I know she's hard of hearing and she wears a hearing aid. But then, well, why do I care? I don't know. So anyway, who knows? Who knows? So that's it. I work on my sweater, and I don't know why, but I'm enjoying making. I love making garments. So I'm going to work on my sweater. I think I'll work on my painting for a little while. Then I'll work on my sweater, and then I'll come back in here and work on logging in my items that I've received so far. So I got all that up there. Yay, 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 yay. So, yeah, so it's fun. Isn't it fun? But really, you got to keep, I feel better. I mean, I feel better, not physically, but mentally. I feel better knowing what's happening. And I don't know. I have to keep a smile on my face and just keep going. I mean, sometimes it's tough and I have to stop, but I think that's normal, right? So that's what I'm going to do. And I just had to come on and tell you guys, show you guys. I don't know. I might have gotten some more stuff in. I don't know. Because I come in and I'll work here for a day or two and then I'm off for a couple days because I get really tired, which is normal. So, but I got a lot to do. But I wanted you to see my Christmas tree. And I've got my wreath over here. So on Boggy Auction Night, we'll have all the stuff going. So, and I want to thank everybody for helping and joining in and making all the blankets for the Boggy camp and making it successful. And I know the girls are doing a great job. And I like to come in every now and then. And I don't know whether I think I'm welcome. But, they always send me a link in case I wanted to come in. So, but I love doing that. It just gives me that extra push to do more when I go on and watch all the beautiful blankets. I mean, there have been some gorgeous blankets. Gorgeous. So anyway, I want to say thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. Please hit like and subscribe. That means a lot to me. And that little extra money I get every month from you guys viewing my things have helped me, buy stuff that I need, and which is a lot. No, not really, but just to keep everything going here. But I do need to get some more thank you cards, to put in my packages. So every little bit of help. So hit that like button. So Billy can get her thank you cards for you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I think I got my night planned out for me. And you guys have a nice weekend. And don't forget your donations. And let's see. And let's make that a good fun night like before. It was so much fun before. And of course, my friend Joanne, she will be behind the scenes keeping track or trying to keep track of all the bids and the people that do the bidding and all that good stuff. So I will say thank you very much. Have a great weekend and don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye.